Shopping malls are facing mass extinction, just like the dinosaurs when that Big Bang thing happened. Even before the C-19 pandemic made in-person browsing a health hazard, a swarm of retailer giants like JCPenney, Sears, Lord & Taylor, and Neiman Marcus declared bankruptcy, unable to compete with the convenience of e-commerce. With so many department stores now shuttering, landlords have to figure out what to do with all that empty space in the malls. Now, one of the largest mall owners in the US is reportedly thinking about leasing its vacant department stores to the retail's biggest distributor, Amazon. Hey, what's up, my sexy McMuffins? Tyson Dela Cruz here. According to the Wall Street Journal, Simon Property Group Inc. is now in talks with the e-commerce giant to turn some anchor department stores into Amazon distribution hubs. Malls offer a lot of logistical advantages for online vendors. They're typically close to freeways and residential areas, meaning the distribution hub in an old JCPenney store could speed up the last leg of the delivery to the consumers in the suburbs. But surrendering prime mall space to Amazon also marks the end of their traditional business model, which relies on anchor stores to draw traffic in to the rest of the property's shops and restaurants. Since smaller mall tenants lean on department stores to drive shoppers to their shelves, many of them have clauses in their leases to actually break the lease if an anchor space stands vacant. An Amazon warehouse wouldn't drive much foot traffic though. Employees could theoretically eat at shops in the mall, so landlords would rather swap department stores with gathering spaces like theaters, gyms, and grocery stores. But thanks to the C-19 pandemic, many of these businesses are now struggling too. Amazon, on the other hand, reported its best quarter ever during the pandemic. To replace department stores, mall owners considered schools, medical offices, and senior living facilities. Camille Renshaw, Chief Executive Officer of B&E, a real estate investment brokerage firm, told the Wall Street Journal. With the current pandemic, industrial is the only thing left now. The Greendale Mall in Worcester, Massachusetts is down to its single tenant. At a time when retailers are dropping like flies, a situation much exacerbated by the C-19 pandemic. That's probably not particularly shocking. But rather than let space fall and meet its potential, its operators are instead seeking to maximize as much as possible, namely by letting Amazon acquire the space. Welcoming Amazon into malls is a mixed bag from a real estate perspective. A big reason so many malls are grappling with mass vacancies is that Amazon itself has helped drive so many retailers out of business. Welcoming Amazon could, in time, hurt even more retailers, thereby impacting local communities. Still, Amazon is clearly on a mission to snag more space. And so fighting online retailer giants may be far less advantageous to mall owners than actually teaming up with them. In October, Amazon announced plans to expand its fulfillment center's square footage by 50% this year. The company already has 726 facilities throughout the country and another 247 in the works. The arrangement with the Glendale Mall isn't actually a done deal. Fernard Properties, the Boston development firm that bought the mall back in December of 2019 for $7.1 million, has applied for a permit to actually demolish the mall and build a new fulfillment center in its place. But that requires approval from the Worcester Planning Board. If these plans do go through, it'll leave the city of Worcester without an enclosed shopping mall for the first time in roughly 50 years. Worcester may not be the only city to find itself without an enclosed mall in the near term. With dozens of retailers making plans to close down stores in the wake of the C-19 pandemic, an increasing number of malls could soon have a vacancy crisis on their hands. And if Amazon comes a-knockin', the temptation to partner up with them may be too good of an offer to refuse.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
At the end of the day, dying malls can't produce revenue. whereas selling space to Amazon can not only do the opposite, but also create local jobs, which helps communities in its own right. That's the moral of the story in the end. C19 has remarkably changed the way that people gather, shop, and entertain themselves. The decline of malls and the rise of online retailers isn't a new trend, but changes were otherwise unfolding kind of gradually are now actually in freaking hyperdrive. Shopping will likely look and feel remarkably different. Me personally, I buy a lot of things off of Amazon, especially when it comes to materials for the house flips or rehabs. They offer a wide selection of materials at a discounted rate simply because they don't have to pay for the retail space like a Home Depot or a Lowe's. And to be completely transparent, I can shop for these materials in the convenience of my home or office, or maybe even when I'm pooping. Now, don't get me wrong here, I love mom and pop and family-owned businesses. I do my best to shop at them when I need some type of specialty item. Yet in metropolitan areas like Las Vegas, these stores are becoming a dying breed. I want to know if you guys enjoy buying things off Amazon or actually going to the store and shopping for it in person. Leave that in the comment section down below. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button. As always, be kind, rewind. Peace.